God's commandments. You are God's people. You reject that thing.
Right.
You hate that thing.
Right.
Come on.
Verse 28.
Verse 28. The Lord shall smite thee with madness.
So therefore, God has smitten you with the curse of madness. Last night we had a brother run away from the truth and run into oncoming traffic just to get away from the word of God. That's how crazy our people are. Read it again.
And the Lord shall smite thee with madness.
Our people will rather get run over by a car to learn the commandments of God. That's the truth about you blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. That's why you're in the ghettos. That's why you're in the slums. That's why you fill the prison houses. God says that you are mad. You are crazy as hell. But it's time for you to wake up.
That's right.
That's all we're trying to say. It's time for our people to come out of that sleep. Hey, my brother, right here. Let me ask you, come over here real quick. Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you one question. How can you tell our people are destroyed? Let me ask you something. What's your name?
My name's Chief.
Chief?
Yeah.
Chief, what's your nationality, Chief?
Indian and black, all I know.
Okay, so your father's Indian?
Grandmother's Indian.
Grandmother's Indian. What about your father?
My father is black.
He's black, right? So let me ask you something. How do you know that your people, how could you tell, whether you believe it or not, if they're destroyed or not, right? How could you tell they're destroyed?
By the world's going on, by the ways and actions.
By the ways and actions, right? Give me one action. Just one action that you can spot off the rip, or you can think about and tell and identify how your people are destroyed.
Unloyalty.
Unloyalty.
Non-unity.
Disloyalty. What else?
Non-unity.
No unity, right?
Yeah.
Let me show you something. First and foremost, let me tell you something, Chief. Chief, let me show you something. You see what it says right here? The black Americans, these Haitians, Hispanics, Native Americans, they're in fact the children of Israel. You ever read the Bible before?
Not the whole thing.
Not the whole Bible? Well, when you actually read the Bible, contrary to what they tell you in the church, our people, the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, we are the people of the book.
That's right.
That's our people.
12 tribes.
The 12 tribes of Israel. Absolutely, Chief. Check this out, though. Let me show you something. You said disloyalty, right? No unity, right? This is what the Bible says about that. Give me Zephaniah, you know the one. Zephaniah 2:1.
The book of Zephaniah, chapter 2 and verse 1.
Come on.
Gather yourselves together.
Read.
Yea, gather together.
Come on.
O nation not desired.
So the Bible says, gather together, O nation not desired. Would you say that the so-called blacks are a nation or people not desired?
According to them.
According to who?
Well, according to me.
Not according to you.
Right.
Well, why you say not according to you though?
I say not. I'm saying we are the ones desired. They're the ones trying to stop us from being desired.
Okay.
I believe.
Okay, so then in fact they are undesired people, but people want to be us. They basically want to be us, but they don't want our struggle. You know, could you agree with that?
I agree with that.
Okay, so let me read that one more time. Let me show you something about our people. Come on.
The book of Zephaniah, chapter 2 and verse 1. Gather yourselves together. Yea, gather together, O nation not desired.
So it says, gather together, O nation not desired. Give me Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 15. I'm going to show you something about how you can identify that our people are in fact the people of this book.
Bring it out.
By what you said. The fact that there's no loyalty in our people. We actually did, this is the Bible. This is the Bible, Holy Bible, right? The Bible that people have in a bedroom, on a dashboard, in the church. Same Bible, rereading, right? Read what you got, Deuteronomy 28:15.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
So this is Moses speaking to the Israelites in the wilderness. They were just released from out of slavery in Egypt. You ever heard that story about Moses leading the people out of Egypt? Well, he's now telling them, once you come out of Egypt to go into this promised land, something's going to happen if you don't listen to the voice of God, which really is just the Bible. The whole Bible.
So is this Hebrew Israelites?
No, just the Israelites. Because there are other people that are Hebrews, but we are the Israelites. You understand?
A friend of mine was teaching me about that.
Oh, really?
I want to learn. I want to check y'all out.
Okay.
Where can I locate y'all?
We right actually down the street, right here on Plaza Boulevard. Right across the street.
I work down there.
We are right across the street from MacArthur High School. All right, let me show you what. Let me show you. Finish reading that and let me get the law on the Sabbath.
To observe, to do all his commandments and his statutes, which are commanded this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
So Moses is telling the people, if you don't keep these commandments, curses are going to come upon you. That what you talked about, disloyalty, no unity in the community. Now, when you see some of our Native American or even Hispanic people, they look at us and they automatically think, oh, because you got that Negro hair, that nappy hair, you're an enemy. But that's your people.
Right.
That's your people.
Read it out.
That's a curse. That's a curse. Give me verse 37. Read.
Verse 37.
Come on.
And thou shalt become an astonishment, a proverb, and a Bible among all the nations, whether the Lord shall lead thee.
So we were scattered as a people because of not keeping God's commandments. That's another curse. And as being scattered, now you get a name like African American.
Right.
My brother here would get a name like Puerto Rican.
Right.
My brother here would get a name like Levi.
Right.
I'm sorry, Haitian. Right? We have other brothers called Peruvians, Brazilians.
But we're always.
But I'm sorry?
We're all we. Like me, I'm black. I'm not from Africa.
Right.
I'm not Haitian. I'm
Right.
Jamaican.
Right.
I'm not Puerto Rican.
You're an Israelite from the tribe of Judah.
That's right.
That's what you are. That's what you are. You ever heard? You know about Jesus Christ. You've heard about Jesus Christ, right? That's the same tribe Jesus Christ came from.
That's right.
So you have royalty in your blood.
Bring it out.
And listen, like I said,
Confirmation.
absolutely. And it's not like we're not trying to make it so that this is some feel good. I guess we tell people all the time that you can get in the church, that prosperity feel good doctrine.
Right.
The truth is what we're out here to give our people, whether you like it or not. Because it might be some things like we're about to read in the law. Give me that. Exodus 20 and 8.
I'm at work now. I can't be all day.
Okay, I'm going to give you the law and I'm going to let you go, all right? Exodus 28 and Hebrews 10. Because I'm going to show you something that can rectify the whole disloyalty and non-unity of our people.
Right.
All we have to do is turn back to our tradition and our culture. But we can't do it by keeping Thanksgiving. We can't do it by keeping Christmas.
Right.
That's not our culture.
Right.
That's not our customs.
Right. You gotta teach the culture then.
Here we go. Here we go.
The book of Exodus, chapter 20 and verse 8.
Bring it out.
Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. 6 days shalt thou labor and do all thy work. But the seventh day is the seventh day.
What's the seventh day, Chief? What's the seventh day of the week?
I was taught it was Sunday, but I think it's Saturday.
It's Saturday. Because you look at a calendar, obviously the first day of the week on the calendar is Sunday.
Right.
And the seventh day of the week is what?
Saturday.
Saturday, that's today, right? Read on, read it again.
But the seventh day is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God. In it thou shalt not do any work. Thou, nor thy son, nor thy daughter, nor thy manservant, nor thy maidservant, nor thy cattle, nor thy stranger that is within thy gates. For in 6 days the Lord made heaven and earth, the sea and all that is in them, and rested the seventh day.
So the seventh day of the week is the day that we're supposed to rest as a people. That's the day we're not supposed to work. But because of the fact that we are in captivity, we're still in slavery today, some of us got to work on a Saturday. Some of us got to work on the Lord's Sabbath day.
Working right now on Saturday.
Well, we doing the Lord's work. We ain't working for money. Because you don't see no bucket in front of us trying to get money from you to teach this word. This is for free to you.
I see that all the time.
All praise. Hey, bro, come here. Let me ask you something. Come here. Come around here. Right here in front. What's your name, bro? Tristan? Tristan, what's your nationality, Tristan? Black? Okay, so where's that? Where can I find that? Black. Where can I find black land?
That's a race.
That's a race of people? That's a color, brother. Your vest is black, brother. That ain't the color of your skin.
Right.
That's the color of your eyebrows, the color of your hair. That's not the color of your skin. So that can't be your race. Your race is determined by where you come from, where you descend from.
That's your ethnicity.
That's exactly, it's the same thing as your race. It's the same thing. Hold on, because I want you to understand this too. Where in your culture, in the black culture, let's leave it at that for a second. Where in the black culture can you find a custom called Christmas? I want you to think about any history that you've ever learned about black people. You're Muslim? Okay, let me ask you this. How did your people learn Islam?
I'll talk about
No, I ain't talking about you. I'm talking about your people. You see, hold on real quick. Remember we were just talking about disloyalty and not unity? Because the brother just said, I learned of myself. That's the problem. That's what we're talking about when we come into this Bible. We got to stretch that mindset. It ain't about me. It ain't about me. And it's not about you. It's about us as a nation of people. That's what it's about. That's what I'm gonna show you. That's why I said, if you black, right? That's not who. Somebody taught you that. And the same thing about Islam. Somebody taught you that. How'd you learn it though? Where'd you learn it? Where'd you learn you're black? Where'd you learn you were Islam? You're a Muslim?
I had friends.
You had friends. All right, but where they learn it from? Where they let's say their whole family lineage always knew Islam, always knew they was black. Where did they learn it from? It's passed down, right? The same thing that we were talking about before, about not having any unity in our communities, not having disloyalty in our families. We got disloyalty. Our men leaving our women so that they can be single mothers. Dysfunctional families. Our men having a mindset like, yo, I'm gonna molest my own daughters. That's disloyalty. You gotta, yeah.
What's wrong with Islam?
Well, we're gonna get to it. We're gonna get to it. We're gonna get to it. Hold on. Go back to the curses.
I know Christians, so-called Christians. I study different religions, like y'all teaching me right now. You gotta make my decision on based on certain things.
Real quick, this is not a religion.
Right.
That's the difference between. That's why I'm telling her, brother. Okay, even spirituality is not a religion. Spirituality comes from you understanding God's commandments.
Yeah,
the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. The Israelites, the God of the Israelites. That's what the laws are what we follow. Not a religion. Christianity, Islam, those are the two biggest religions in the world. Give me that real quick. Deuteronomy 28:64. I'm gonna show you why. Real. Check this out, Tristan. Hold on, real quick. I'm gonna answer your question. Just let me show you this real quick. Come on.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 64. And the Lord shall scatter thee among all people.
So remember, this is the same curses we were reading. Moses telling the Israelites when they're coming out of Egypt. If you go into this land, you gotta keep God's commandments. That way you be on top. But if you don't, all these curses are gonna fall upon you. You understand? Check this out.
And the Lord shall...
This is one of those curses. Read it again.
And the Lord shall scatter thee among all people.
So we were scattered throughout the four corners of the earth through slavery. Come on, I want you to listen.
Different languages.
Different languages, different religions, right? Come on.
From the one end of the earth even unto another. And there that shall serve other gods.
Give me the other one. Give me the other one. Lift that one up right there. Give me the one on the bottom of that. The slave trade was Bible prophecy. Give me that right there. Because I want you all to see something real quick, man.
Bring it out.
Because remember, we get taught that we Africans, right? We get taught that we Africans and we came from Africa. That's true. We were stolen from the land of Africa. But check this out. Read that again.
Verse 64. And the Lord shall scatter thee among all people from one end of the earth even unto another.
So you be taken from one side of the earth and brought to another side of the earth. That's in slavery.
That's why we don't know.
That's why we call ourselves African. Because the people...
He say, I got my family, my bloodline runs through Haiti. He's Puerto Rican. He can say I'm Puerto Rican.
Okay.
Or he can say I'm Jamaican. My bloodline, I'm Black American.
Okay, so
I can't figure out my bloodline.
So before they were Haitian, who gave them the names Haitian? Who gave them those names? You know, huh? White people. So if white people gave them that name, what were they before that?
That's what I'm saying. Listen.
Well, what's before that?
But it ain't Christianity.
Well, guess what? Arabs gave you the religion of Islam.
That's right.
Give me Babylon to Timbuktu. Come on, go ahead.
Jerusalem is the holy place. You know?
That's the mother of us all, our motherland, right?
Where is that? In the Middle East.
That's not called the Middle East. They call it the Middle East. The same way they call you black.
It's the Middle East. Based on the globe, it's the Middle East.
Well, you have to understand, it's called the land of Shem. That's really what it's called, the land of Shem. But they just make it one speck on this big map.
And that's what I'm saying.
To fool you.
That area on the earth, the predominant language and religion of that area is Muslim.
Okay.
That's why I took that job.
Okay, so let me ask you something. I want you. I'm trying to show you. Let me show you. Let me show you how you learned it. Let me show you how you learned it. I'm gonna show you how your forefathers learned it. Come on.
Bring it out.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 6.
Listen up, brothers. Listen. You may not have nothing wrong, see nothing wrong with Islam, but the same reason why we look at Christianity in a pale light, it's the same way we have to look at Islam and any other religion the same way.
Respect them all, but it makes you a better person.
No. This is why it doesn't make you a better person, because listen.
And the Lord shall scatter thee among all people, from one end of the earth even unto another.
That happened in slavery. That's when that happened, us being scattered. Read.
And there thou shalt serve other gods.
So you ain't gonna serve the God that your forefathers knew. Read.
Which neither thou nor thy fathers have known.
So your ancestors didn't bow down to the Kaaba stone in Mecca.
Right.
Your forefathers didn't bow down to white Jesus.
Right.
Read on.
Even wood and stone.
So this is Moses prophesying what our people will go into. What are the two major religions in a world right now?
Christianity
And Islam. Read that last part again.
Which neither thou nor thy fathers have known. Even wood.
The Christian cross is wood. Come on.
And stone.
And the Kaaba stone, which is the Kaaba stone in Mecca, where Muslims make their Hajj every year, right?
Right.
Come on. That's it. Give me that, Deuteronomy 32.
So what you're saying is Muslims
Hajj was slick. You got that?
Yeah.
Come on. I'm gonna show you how we learned that thing. Come on.
Where can I get these books?
No, I don't want that. This is Babylon and Timothy. You can get that on. Give me one. I think it's one. There you go, right there. There you go, right there. Check this out. I want y'all to listen to this listen to this real quick.
The book of Babylon from Timbuktu. Like the
Wait. Read that part right here.
The final dispersion.
The final dispersion.
The final dispersion of the black Jews of Africa.
Y'all ever heard of diaspora? You ever heard that term, diaspora? You ever the scattered people? That's us. The lost sheep. That's us. Come on, I'm gonna show you why we lost them.
I didn't know.
Pick that up. The other one.
Listen, bro.
Listen, I want you to listen. You gotta listen to this shit, because I'm telling you, it's not like we ain't trying to bash you, but what we're saying to you, learn in slavery. The same way we learn Christianity in slavery. It's not for you.
I'm saying so
Are you trying to bring everybody in?
This is not a religion.
So, like you were saying before, what are we trying to teach, right?
You trying to bring people in to be more unified and know the word?
No, what we're trying to do, we're trying to show you, according to the Bible, that you are God's chosen people.
Right.
So what the brother was saying, pick this up again. So this is your history. So like the brother was saying, as far as you learn Muslim, correct? And then you were saying, what's wrong with it, right?
I've been a Jew. I have a homie who taught me, I was born Baptist. I was taught my mother, my grandmother, we passed down.
Okay.
Then I started figuring out different things.
All right. So
So
now, all right.
then my friend, he said, come to the mosque with me.
All right. No, wait, hold on. I want to show you something. Because I want to show you, as far as the thing that you learn,
I said, what's wrong with
right? I'm going to tell you that. I'm going to show you. Going to talk about. Now you see here, right? Look at this photo. Now we're going to read it out for the Bible, like the brother was bringing out. Now, give me that Deuteronomy.
28 verse
64.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 64.
Yeah.
And the Lord shall scatter thee among all people.
So the Most High was scattered among all people. You see here this photo. We was in Africa, correct? That's what the brother was saying. Read it again.
And the Lord shall scatter thee among all people.
Among all people. Because what? For all that to happen, when we got caught up, that's when you see what? The Arabians, look. Arabs, the white man, and Africa. They caught us in slavery. They were selling us. Give me that and Joel. Joel 3.
You know, Arabs are sold every day as well, yeah?
No, it's not. No, it's not. That's our people. You see our people in Libya getting sold by the Arabs. You have video till to this day. Our people's getting sold by them. But then our problem is we learn their what? Their philosophy,
Right.
their religion.
So what you got
That's
on
when.
the They're not doing it. They're not doing it out of like, oh, those are just Africans. We hate them, so we gonna make them slaves.
You believe it or not? We're gonna show you. Listen, we're gonna show you that right now. Read that.
That book is 100 years old.
This is Bible prophecy. Read that.
The book of Joel, chapter 3 and verse 1.
So now let's see. It's many years ago, right? Like you said, it's many years ago. Guess what? It's gonna show you who you are today. Read.
For behold, in those days and in that time, when I shall bring again the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem.
Captivity of Judah and Jerusalem. The 12 tribes of Israel. Read.
I will also gather all nations and will bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat.
The valley of decision. That's what the Most High is doing today. You heard it with Trump. Read.
And will plead with them there for my people.
So the Most High is going to bring all the nations together in the Middle East and plead with them for his people, which is the 12 tribes. Read.
For my people and for my heritage Israel.
For his heritage Israel, which is so-called blacks, Hispanics, and American Indians. Read.
Whom they have scattered.
Who they have scattered, like the brother said, scattered the diaspora. Read.
Among the nations.
Among who?
Among the nations.
Among the nations. Now you're going to find out. What nations? Israel, yeah. You know who's Israel? The 12 tribes. You so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Americans. Huh? Israel's a people before it's a place.
That's right.
You understand that? Now read. Listen.
I have scattered among the nations and have parted my land.
I have what?
And have parted my land.
And have parted his land. Because those people that is in Israel are not his people today. They parted his land. They took the land. Read.
And they have cast lots for my people.
Cast lots. Look, we see that here, cast lots. That's selling our people. This is today too. Look, this is Bible prophecy. Guess what? This is back then, and it's still happening to today. That's showing you that God is still our only God.
Right.
And he's showing you who you are. Read. Listen to this.
And they have cast lots for my people.
So now let's find out who's casting lots. Read.
And have given a boy for a harlot.
So they gave a boy for a harlot. Read.
And sold a girl for wine.
Read.
That they might drink. Yea, and what have ye to do with me, O Tyre and Zidon?
These are two African nations. Zaire and Zidon. Read.
And all the coasts of Palestine.
Who?
And all the coasts of Palestine.
Who are the Palestines? I'm asking you. Who are the Palestines today? Yeah, who's that?
Middle East.
Who's over there? Who's that? Those are the Arabs.
That's right.
Those are the Arabs.
I didn't want to say
the brother saying it too. Read it again.
Yea, and what have you?
Hold on. I'm showing you your history. That's what I'm showing you. I'm showing. Here's what we're trying to tell you, bro. I'm not trying to bash you on anything, but the philosophy that our people learn today, even Christianity, is not their heritage.
Right.
Everything that they learn today is to destroy them.
Bring it out.
You understand?
So what is this?
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. If one were to believe in what you guys believe in, what do you call it?
We call the Israelites. That's what we are called. That God calls us today. Guess what? He calls you, and he calls the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and American Indians. You are as well.
That's
right.
Now, you see, you look at me like, how do I know that, right? Now, I'm going to finish this, and I'm going to show you that. Read that. Because I'm going to show you that Arabs taught us Muslim, taught us the Quran, taught us to worship the Kaaba stone. Christianity taught us to worship the cross, taught us to worship, where's that? Right. Taught us to worship this. This is what the Most High is telling them. But he said, no. You're mine. You're my servant. You are the 12 tribes of Israel.
Right.
Read on.
Yea, and what have ye to do with me, O Tyre and Zidon, and all the coasts of Palestine?
All the coasts of Palestine, the Arabs. Read.
Will ye render me a recompense? And if ye recompense me swiftly and speedily, will I return your recompense upon your own head?
Because what the Most High didn't chose them. So they wanted to what? Send his people into slavery. Read.
So why does the Quran speak about Jesus?
Oh, we know why? You got it? Ah, you got it right here. All praises.
Bring it out.
You got it? Where's it at? Yeah, that's it. Read that.
This is the Quran, right? This is the third surah, the 84th verse. Say, we believe in God and in what has been revealed to us and what was revealed to Abraham, Ismail, Isaac, Jacob and the tribes, and in the books given to Moses, Jesus and the prophets from their Lord. We make no distinction between one and another among them, and to God do we bow our will.
Islam. But one thing you gotta say, out of this Bible here, you can't find your history. You can't find your nationality. You can't find out why you in this condition today. Nah, that's all right. Read that.
Because the book of Joel, chapter 3 and verse 5. Because ye have taken my silver and my gold.
You know what's the silver and his gold? You. You gotta understand, the Most High cares for you. He cared for you so much, he put you through all this. Because you didn't listen to him. That's what we are here today.
Right.
Because guess what? I'm getting to the point of what we teaching out here. We get into that. Read on.
And I've carried into your temples my goodly pleasant things. The children of Judah and the children of Jerusalem.
Once again, the children of Judah and the children of Jerusalem. These are them right here. And guess what? You fall on that. Read.
Have ye sold unto the Grecians.
That's what you see here. Because that's history. Because guess what? The Africans, they say, oh, so are the Africans. No. They sold the Israelites. You don't have brothers selling brothers. No. You don't read that in the Bible.
Right.
That's not history. You have what? The Africans selling the Israelites.
Right.
Right.
So,
You know how slavery started? There was African kings that were selling.
That's
their own-
selling-
That was selling. They were selling like opponents, other slaves, like other tribes. They were
selling.
tribes and selling.
They were selling tribes. Yeah, the 12 tribes of Israel. That's what they were selling.
Right.
Right.
They wasn't selling their own people. They come, check this out. If you go to a real African and you say, hey, I'm African too, they'll be like, brother, no you're not. He'll tell you in your face, you're not African.
Right.
And here, I'm going to show you the Most High. Give me that Exodus 11 and 7. I'm going to show you that there's a difference between the Africans and the Israelites.
Right.
I'm going to show you. Read that.
The book of Exodus, chapter 11 and verse 7. But against any of the children of Israel.
Any other children of Israel, once again, is you so-called blacks, Hispanics. Read.
Shall not a dog move his tongue
Read.
against man or beast, that ye may not know, that ye may know how that the Lord doth put a difference.
I what?
A difference.
Because what? They say the Africans is just like that because what? I'm black, they black, right? That's what a lot of people say. This is what God is going to tell you. Read.
That ye may know how that the Lord hath put a difference
Put a difference, read.
between the Egyptians.
Who are the Egyptians? The Africans, right? Our people today will say, I'm the Egyptians. But they not. They are not the Egyptians today. They are the Israelites according to the Bible.
That's
Read.
right.
The Lord doth put a difference between the Egyptians and Israel.
And who?
And Israel.
There is a difference between the Egyptians, the Africans, and the Israelites.
So God knows about everybody.
That's right.
Why would he make a difference between all of us? Hey, like,
Because that's how you made it. Give me that and no, Deuteronomy, right? Yeah, give me that one. I'm gonna show you.
no, but I'm saying
He said the difference, right?
he's saying that he made everybody.
That's right. Most High did make everyone.
He's saying he made everybody to where the point that he didn't like them. Like he knew that they wouldn't like him, so he just made them and he didn't like them.
Yeah. Now I know I'm saying that. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you. Here, it doesn't sound all right. So you're telling me, God? No, I understand. Exactly. But what I'm trying to you say?
We were all made in God's likeness.
Exactly. We were
Now,
everybody, regardless, sinning or not, regardless. The
I was
whitest, the
created by
blackest,
the
everybody was made
Holy
the
Ghost. Why would he
same.
not like
Now I'm gonna show you. Now listen, I'm gonna ask you a question according to the Bible. I'm gonna answer you a question according to the Bible. I don't need it. The Bible has the answer. Now that's what I'm trying to show you. Because believe it or not, I didn't learn this. I was on the other side as you guys. I didn't know. I said, why? God made it. But listen to this. Read that.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 32 and verse 8.
So hold on. This is what your other question that you had. The difference, like God made it, why you got everybody different, right? Now listen.
Bring it out.
When the Most High divided the nations,
Divided the nation. What does it mean, divided?
Separate.
Separate. You hear that? Separate, read.
When the Most High divided the nation their inheritance, when he separated the sons of Adam, he set the bounds of the people.
So what? He separated the nation. And he separated the sons of Adam. Guess what?
Versus the sons of Cain. Verse 10 on that.
I'm
Green
sure.
bar.
Because guess what? There's chosen people that the Most High tells them. You understand? You listening? The Most High chose a specific people. You listening, brother? So read that again.
Verse 10.
When the Most High divided the nations their inheritance, when he separated the sons of Adam.
So now he separated the sons of Adam. So now I'm going to show you that the Most High does put a difference between other nations. God loved only one nation. He made many nations, but he only made one. And he loves only one. Now I'm going to show you that. I don't want to just tell you.
So God doesn't like his white followers?
I'm going to show you. I'm not saying anything. Let's say what God said. I can't speak for God. Hey, brother, you want to listen? I'm telling you. All right. Give me that.
I'm on lunch break.
You on lunch break? All right. Yeah, call it and read it. Any question you can call. Yeah.
Sirach 33.
I just want to answer your questions. I don't want you to leave until you get the, you understand? You ask. Now I want to show you. Read that.
33 and 10. We got it.
The book of Sirach, chapter 33 and verse 10. And all men are from the ground, and Adam was created of earth. And in much knowledge the Lord hath divided them and made their ways diverse.
Read it again.
Verse 11. Verse 10. And all men are from the ground, and Adam was created of earth. In much knowledge the Lord hath divided them and made.
The Lord had divided them. Because guess what? When Adam, you read in Genesis, when Adam was made, he was made from the dust, right? And then all man came from Adam, correct? So now give me 2nd Ezra. Give me that one. So now, listen carefully. From the beginning was Adam. After Adam came all flesh, correct? Correct? Right? All right, now read that.
The book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 6 and verse 54.
Bring it out.
And after these, Adam also, whom thou madest Lord of all thy creatures, of him come we all.
You hear that? Of him come we all. So from Adam, that's where everybody comes from, right? Listen to this.
And all the people also whom thou hast chosen.
Wait, read that again.
And all the people also whom thou hast chosen.
Also who thou hast chosen. So meaning what? He chose a specific people out of who Adam came, you know, as far as Adam made all the nations. He said, but I chose a specific people from when everyone came from Adam. Read.
All this have I spoken before thee, O Lord, because thou madest the world for our sake.
So he said, I made the world for your sake. Who is he talking to? The 12 tribes of Israel.
Right.
That's who he made the world for.
That's right.
He didn't make it for everyone. But now, let's finish. Because you want to find out about the other nations. Read.
As for the other people,
As for the other nations, because remember, he already say, only I have a chosen people. We're going to get that next. Who's the chosen people?
Bring it out.
Read.
as for the other people,
As for the other nations,
which also come from Adam,
which also come from Adam,
thou hast said that they are nothing.
what?
Thou hast said that they are nothing.
God said ain't nothing. God
That's
don't care
right.
about them.
Whoever one of those. That's right. This is my friend. He's right. So God don't care about him. God don't give a fuck about me. That's what you're saying.
Hey, the Most High, this is his concern. Listen, all right, he's concerned. Guess what? The Most High concerned about the 12 tribes of Israel.
That's right.
You understand? That's what he's concerned about. Read it again. Hold on. Yeah, read that again.
As for the other people, as for the other people,
Listen, once again, this is God. I ain't say anything. This is what God said. We're going to say about the Most High. Read. This is King James Bible. Read.
which also come of Adam, thou hast said that they are nothing.
Oh, God said, if you're not the 12 tribes of Israel, he said you're nothing.
Right.
He don't care about you. That's what the Most High said. Read.
It's not even Africans on there.
That they are nothing, but be like unto spittle.
You heard what God said? He said, but be like unto spittle. To spittle. Spit.
Right.
That's what the Most High said.
Right.
All right? Understand, brother? You got to fly and learn.
Shalom, Israel. I'm Elder Nathaniel, Israel United in Christ. YouTube likes to shut our channels down, as some of you have noticed, ever so often. Subscribing to join IUIC will assure you will always stay connected to our YouTube accounts. We want to do our best to make sure this truth gets out. Please click and join our subscriber YouTube channel called Join IUIC to stay linked to all of our videos. So again, please make sure you subscribe to this Join IUIC channel to get your latest updates on all our YouTube channels. Shalom.